A very good morning to you. Welcome to the Morning Brief right here on Channels Television. I'm Jeffrey Uzama, and I want to start a very exciting note. Congratulations to all Arsenal fans. I needed to say that first before I say any word. Bukola is following up on sports, but she's not really a sports person, but she's an associate sports person. She's trying now. Bukola?
Well, first of all, welcome to your perfect morning starter on Channels Television. After what appeared to be a very short night and a long day emerging, well, yeah, we're excited about that as much as possible because we should be thankful for every day, whether it's Mr. Kitobi's Monday or, or Wednesday. And congratulations, of course, to Arsenal after what emerged a victory. Was it after Manchester United drew with
Bournemouth, yes?
Yes, Bournemouth, yes. So congratulations to Arsenal. Yeah. By the way, are you an Arsenal fan?
No, I used to be an Arsenal fan. I used to be an Arsenal fan up until Jose Mourinho joined Chelsea. Then I changed. I'm a Chelsea fan, with greatest respect. Arsenal are giving me too much headache. Look at 22 years in the waiting. If you have a boyfriend who is an Arsenal fan, you listen because they have the gift of patience. If you have a man, a husband, whoever is an Arsenal fan, they've been waiting for this for as long as I can. I think the last time they won the EPL was in 2003-2004 season, and after 22 very painful years of waiting, led by Mikel Arteta, Arsenal now can have some silverware in that, trophy cabinet. I can imagine. We're not going to hear anything for the next 1 month because of this victory. And they deserve it, Bukola, if you know how close Arsenal is always to victory, to winning trophies. Sometimes they do terribly, sometimes they do well. So 22 years in the waiting. So a big congratulations. I know a lot of, big men who are Arsenal fans, I used to be an Arsenal fan. I'm not doing this thing again. I broke up with them since. But, home is home. So I congratulate every Arsenal fan, all the Arsenal players, everybody who made this happen. I think there's a video, I don't know whether the producer had it, when they were waiting for the outcome of that match against Man United, I think Bournemouth. And that's it. That's a watch.
Wow. Wow. These are the Gunners, right?
Yes.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
And so congratulations to the Gunners all the way in England.
Yes.
And congratulations to the Gunners here in Nigeria. And of course to our own Bukayo Saka and Eberechi Eze. Oh, yeah. Jeffrey, you should, applaud me for knowing a bit of these things.
You deserve it.
And of course, thanks to the good to look at coach Mikel Arteta.
I didn't know you were looking at the guy that way, bro. It's okay.
Well, he's good to look at, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
so
Mikel Arteta.
Thankfully, we're going to be seeing a lot of him, on the news. And when you read, you don't have to hear what he's saying. Just look at how good he looks. Who has turned by this victory the fortunes of Arsenal around? So that means it stays around a lot longer. From the little that I know about football now, when there's a defeat, before long, that coach is out. But good to look at Mikel Arteta stays, and I'm quite glad about that, to always have to look at him during the news.
So let me give the ladies a clue. If it's a husband, if it's a brother, if it's a grandfather, it's a father, who is an Arsenal fan, now is the time to ask for your inheritance. They'll give you. This is the time to ask for everything you want to ask for from the Arsenal fans. From the Arsenal, yes, Arsenal fan. Whether the person is your husband, your brother, your boyfriend, and there are so many ladies that are Arsenal fans. So please, if you want to ask anything, today is a good day. Don't miss out today to ask all the things you want to ask. So once again, we needed to take out this time. You know, Bukola, we've been talking about one sad story, one painful story, one incident or the other. We know this is not like an MPFL, which is like our local league, where we celebrate our local league, but Nigerians follow EPL. I think I saw a picture of the Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, who took a picture. Yes, that's him. Super excited, and he posted this on his page that, look, this is just too exciting for them. So I don't know whether our correspondent, Austin Okon-Akpan, is standing by. We're supposed to catch up with Austin. Austin, are you there?
I'm here, guys.
Oh, live from London. Tell us how it feels. I can see you.
Celebrating us now, you know, they truly deserve all the praise, the accolades that they are getting. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Bukola. Good morning, Nigeria, Africa, and the world. London is red and it's loud this morning. In fact, it's been loud since last night, you know. When I was on Sports Tonight, I was monitoring it. You know, there was a loud noise just before I got on air. And I was like, that must be Bournemouth that has scored against Manchester City. You would think that that game was being played at the Emirates. Look, yesterday night, Jeffrey, I felt the passion of football like never before. You know, these fans, just as if they knew, you know, they rushed to the Emirates Stadium and they were right there. They wanted to just celebrate this title that they've been looking for 22 years. Bukola, do you know what it means to miss out on the title 3 consecutive times, second place finishes? And, you know, who didn't mock Arsenal? Even Jeffrey stopped supporting them. A lot of their fans were like, this nearly almost experience that they're getting. And when Liverpool won the league title with Arne Slot last season, they said, no, this has to stop. And so they went in, brought 8 new players. I think it was just Thomas Partey that they lost. And they consolidated on the team that finished second the previous season. And the board kept faith with Mikel Arteta. This is a beautiful story of resilience, determination, dedication, commitment, and clarity of purpose. Arsenal are champions after waiting for 22 years.
Wow. So besides the boots, you know, on the field that executed that job, how much of credit would you give to Coach Mikel Arteta, who has been in the saddle for some time now?
Everything rises and falls on leadership, and he understood the pain of the team because he was also a player, a captain of the team, and when he got the job, you know, it was a topsy-turvy period for Arsenal, Bukola. And when you come with that much weight of expectation, you know, and everybody's saying, look, you have to get it done. You have to do something. I remember when it came under serious fire, and people were saying he hasn't won anything serious apart from the FA Cup. And he said something about the Community Shield. Let me tell you how difficult it is to manage a big team in England. You are not just a football manager. You are managing crisis. Every day you're managing the media because what you see in the media, the sort of questions that they ask you, you're spending money. They're saying to you that since you've come to this club in the last 3 years, you spent almost £1 billion or over £1 billion, and they're not seeing you win anything. You know, it was really painful last season for Arsenal when the likes of Crystal Palace, 2 seasons ago, Newcastle winning domestic trophies, and Arsenal just going close and going close. But now, look, love or love Arsenal, hate or hate Arsenal. This is a beautiful story that everybody can just tap into, that when you go down, you can't stay down. You know, now they have 14 Premier League titles. They're chasing that record up there. Liverpool and Manchester United, they've got 20 each. But with this Premier League win, and I'm sure now they know that they will rest players for that last game in the league against Crystal Palace, it will give them a new, you know, level of mental stress, preparation towards that final against PSG. Let me tell you something, Jeffrey. If you think Arsenal fans will not let us sleep, brace up, because they waited for 22 years. We should be ready to hear their noise for another 22 years.
Yes, I know we have an extra. Before we let you go, let's talk about what you expect, the pressure. Now the pressure is on them. But tell us, you're the sports guy, what kind of pressure do you think Arsenal is on at the moment to consolidate on this victory?
I've spoken to players, coaches, everyone in sports, and they tell you that the pressure is a privilege. That for you to feel it, it does something good for you. It's all about the way you handle it, because now, what do you want to tell Arsenal? This is a team that has been coming so close, so close, so close. Last season, they were also this close to making it to the Champions League final. They didn't. Now, after waiting 22 years, they've won the Premier League title. The last time they reached a Champions League final, Jeffrey, was 20 years ago. Pressure would definitely be a privilege when they take on PSG, because now, like never before, they would want to go out there and do something. I listened to the club legend, Thierry Henry. He was saying that at the time they did the Invincibles, going the entire season without losing a game, that everyone loved them, everyone cherished them, everyone respected them. And now the Invincibles is something to be associated with in the world of not just football, but sports, because Arsenal put the words out there. And he said to Bukayo Saka that if you guys do this, win the league, win the Champions League, that pressure, Jeffrey, he said it will become the unforgettables.
Wow. All right, so let's hear from the flawless coach, Mikel Arteta, what he's got to say right after the victory. And then we'll be back with you, Austin.
Look where we are. We are one game away from winning the Premier League with everything that we've been through, and that shows how strong the mindset and the team is. Well, at that point, I think we knew that we were going to finish second and we didn't have another final to play. So, yeah, what I said to them, see you at Selhurst Park and then see you in Budapest, so another 2 to play. I had a feeling that he had to start, and in the way that they set up, I think he could be really difficult to handle, and he's shown that. I don't know how long I'm going to watch it. I will be there in front of the TV, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to watch it. I think that's the reality. No, I cannot comment on that. I think the day that he makes the decision to stay or leave, then we can comment, I think.
Well, Austin, I wonder if this was before the victory or after it, but whatever I'd like you to speak to it, and then this just goes to show the mental resilience, that Arsenal has had through 22 years up until this time. It must not have been easy to keep believing that they would lift the trophy. Austin.
They were really down at some point, when you're listening to Arsenal players, there was a time the captain, Martin Odegaard, was answering questions, right after, I think it was a painful draw. Bukola, you could feel it. If you touch him, then he will cry. There are times that Mikel Arteta, puts himself together to explain why they went through, a particular kind of result, particularly when they don't win. It's been really tough. It's been crazy pressure. This is a sort of challenge that right after you speak to your players in the dressing room, you start thinking, how do you come out now to face the media? And when you're done, you go and face the board members. And if you have a wife, you have kids that love also, they're also asking you questions. So this is never-ending pressure. That's why I've said to everyone, let us leave Arsenal fans. In fact, let's join them to celebrate. I have Chelsea fans say, oh, we're not going to hear what? Manchester United fans coming for them. They have been going through so much in the last decade, of everyone laughing at Arsenal, saying nothing is in their cabinet. It just tells you, Bukola, this is a clear testament that impossible is nothing. That was Mikel Arteta speaking before the match, Bournemouth versus Manchester City last night. And he was saying that, look, it's just one more game to go. You could tell the unity of purpose, the clarity that they have, that even if Manchester City beat Bournemouth, they have to go out there on the final day and beat Crystal Palace to become champions. But this does something good to their mentality, that they don't have to wait till the final game anymore. And now they are champions. And then there's something about aura, the environment, everything now. When they talk about Arsenal, they talk about them as champions. look at my background. Go type Arsenal online now. You know, the algorithm is doing good, you know, for them. And that's definitely what they need to get into that crucial Champions League final, because that would be the ultimate prize if they go on to achieve the double this season.
I can imagine, Austin, if now that they've won the Premier League, if they win the Champions League, then the celebration is going to go till 2029. But thank you so much, Austin, for your expertise, bringing your thoughts on this particular victory. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Bukola. Always a delight being on Morning Brief. Congratulations to the Gunners.
Thank you. All right, congratulations to the Gunners, and thanks to Austin joining us from London. He's right there. He saw everything. And we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get straight to the papers, what the dailies are reporting. Stay with us.